자, 오늘도 시작해 보겠습니다. 인플레이션이 경제 전반에 미치는 영향에 대해서 설명해 주실 수 있을까요? 인플레이션은 소비를 위축시키며 투자자들이 돈을 회수하게 만듭니다. 어렵다. Could you please explain? Could you please explain how the inflation influence all over economy? The inflation 소비를 위축시키다. 어, 모르겠어. 소비를 위축시키다. depress down. 위축시키다 잊어버렸고 소비를 여기서는 뭐라고 했는지도 이제 consumer. Inflation make the consumer pay back. 돈을 회수하다. pay down, put down, put over, put back. 투자자들이 돈을 회수하게 만든다. 음, 이것도 이것도 있고 이것도 있는데 좀 잊어버렸다. 인플레이션이 경제 전반에 미치는 영향에 대해서 설명해 주실 수 있을까요? Um, could you please explain how inflation influence all over economy? 이거 아닌데 아닌 걸 알겠네. 인플레이션은 소비를 위축시키다. Um, the inflation makes the person. The inflation make the person um, makes 위축시키다. Press. Inflation make the person to decrease. The inflation makes the person consumer. Inflation makes makes consumer to pay to decrease the payment, and they make also 돈을 회수하게 만든다. Put back. They make the payment. Put back. 생각해야겠다. 잘 들리게 하기 위해서 이거를 쓰고 이건 모르겠어요. 돈을 회수하다. Cut back on spending. 돈을 다시 찾다. Put the money out. 이거는 계속 하는데도 맨날 잊어버리네. Ramification. 영향, 여파, register. Could you explain what the inflation does to the economic overall? All of the inflation inflation does to the economy overall. Inflation makes people cut down on spending, and then investors start to pull their money out. Hmm. Okay. Could you explain what the inflation does to the economy overall? Could you explain what the inflation mm, does to the economy overall? B. The inflation makes people cut down on spending. 소비 지출 spending이구나. cut down on 위축시키다 cut down on spending 줄이다 cut down on 위축되다를 줄이다라고 썼어. cut down on 썼어. The inflation make the people cut down on spending and the people investors start to pull their money out. Investors does their money out. 오케이. 아, 자, 다음 거 한번 봐볼까요? 전화 끊어야 돼. 나 지금 버스 타. I should let you go. I'm getting on a bus. I'm getting on a bus. Getting on the bus. Getting in the taxi. I will have to let you go. 이거 맞았다. I'm getting on a bus. 제 프로젝트를 해낼 의욕을 잃은 것 같아요. 의욕이라는 건 왔다 갔다 해. 전념하지 않으면 좋은 결과를 얻지 못해. I feel like I'm losing. I feel like I'm losing the motivation to work out my project, to work on my project. I'm losing. I lost. I feel like I lost the motivation to work on my project. Um, the motivation is come and go, go and back, go, come and go. The motivation is come and go. If you fully commit, you cannot bring the good result. You cannot bring the good result unless you fully commit. Okay, once again, 제대로 한번. I feel like I feel like I lost the motivation to work on my project. The motivation goes and come and goes. Unless you fully commit, you cannot get the good result. You won't get good result. You cannot 할 수 없다. You won't 하지 못할 거야. That kind of lost my motivation. I feel like I kind of 좀 느껴져요. Kind of motivation to my project work on to do my project work on 힘을 쓸 work. When motivation comes and goes, unless you are fully committed, that you won't get good result. 이거 맞은 것 같은데요. But kind of라는 표현을 제가 잘 못 쓰고 있어요. Feel like, seems like, or looks like 그 할 때 kind of 좀 잃어버린 듯해요. 뭐 한 것처럼 보이다 하는 걸 looks like, feels like, I feel like, or kind of. Yeah, I'm kind of I'm kind of lost my motivation to do my project. When motivation comes and goes, unless you're full committed, you only get the result. 여기 거실에 해두신 것이 마음에 듭니다. I like you. I like you are doing in the living room. I like you are doing. You have done. I like you. I like you do in the living room. I like you do living room. I like one you have in the living room. I like one you have done in the living room. I like I like one you have going on here in the living room. Going on. 그래, 완전 끝낸 것이라기보다는 여기서 I like one you have going on here in the living room이구나. 오케이. 다시 한번 생각해 보자. I like one you have going on here in the living room. one you've done 하는 거. I like one you have going on. 이런 말을 하나? Have going on, have done, or going on here. When you have going on here in the living room. When you have going on in the living room. Here. When you have going on here in the living room. 오케이. I like when you have I like when you have in the living room what I like when you have going on here in the living room. 이건 틀렸어. 다섯 번째, 오라클에서 20년째 근무하고 있습니다. I'm with Oracle for 20 years. I work for Oracle 20 years. I'm working, or I've been working for Oracle 20 years. For 20 years. I've been working 20 years at Oracle. 뭐가 맞지? At Oracle인가? With Oracle. I've been with Oracle for 20 years. I've been with Oracle. 항상 헷갈리네. I've been with Oracle for 20 years. I've been with working. I've been with Oracle for 20 years. I'm working in the Oracle 20 years. At Oracle 20 years. 차이가 뭐였지, 그게? In it. 다시 한번 찾아봐야겠다. 회사에서. 동료에게 그 평가를 좀 보내봐. 동료에게 그 평가를 위해서 좀 보내봐. You can send it to your colleague to get praise. Uh, you can try. You can send it to your colleague to get the praise. 이 한국말이 뭔 뜻인지 모르겠네. You can send it to your partner for peer review. 동료 간 평가를 위해서. 동료 간의 평가. 그 동료 평가를 위해서 좀 보내봐. You can send it to your partner for peer review. peer review. peer review에서 이거를 한국말로 좀 고쳐야지 안 그러면 peer review. 자, 동료에게 그거 동료 평가를 위해서 동료 평가를 위해서 그거 네 파트너의 동료 평가를 위해서 그거 네 파트너 동료에게 음, 에게 좀 보내봐. 이게 나을까요? 동료 평가를 위해서 그거 내 파트너에게 좀 보내봐. You can send it to your partner for peer review. You can send it 좀 보내봐. Please send it to your partner for peer review. 이렇게 하면 되겠죠? 이것도 틀렸어요. 26번째로 틀렸어. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 이거 잠깐만. 이 점괘 뭐였지? 20년째 근무하고 있다. 이것도 잘 모르고 이것도 틀렸어. 관계에 있어서는 서로를 위해서 시간을 내야 한다. Um, yes, then we needed to have you. We needed to make a time for the relationship, for a good relation. In a relation, you have to make time for each other. In a relationship, in a relation, you have to make time for each other. Yeah, I am the for in terms of relationship. In a relation, 관계에 있어서 in a relationship. Not regarding to relationship이 아니라 in a relationship. 관계에 있어서는 in a relationship이구나. 이것도 틀렸어. 자, in a relationship이야. 뭐뭐와 관련하여. 하여가 in terms of, in regarding. 이런 거 어떻게 다른지 좀 알아봐야겠다. 그죠? Now regarding the relationship. In a relationship, you have to make a time for each other. 틀렸어요. 직접 만나지 말고 줌으로 회의하면 어떨까 싶은데요. I thought maybe we could have the um, Zoom meeting instead of meeting in person, instead of in person. I thought maybe we could have a Zoom meeting instead of one in person이구나. Instead of meeting in person, one in person. one in person이구나. one in person. 아, 이거 맞았다고 해야 되나? 틀렸다고 해야 되나? one in person. meeting in person or instead of in person, one in person. 이거는 동기 차원에서 맞았다고 해야 되겠다. 너무 많이 틀렸어. 원두 커피를 쏟으면 주워 담는 게 일이야. 음, 쏟다. 또 모르겠네. 쏟다 뭐야? 주워 담다. split, split은 분리하다고 spill out인가? If you the spill out the coffee, then you should 주워 담는 게 일이야. is spill out. 주워 담는 게 일이야. Coffee beans are hassle. 일이다. 음, 고민해봤자 안 돼요. 벌써 풀었으니까 더 틀렸어. hassle. Coffee beans are the hassle to pick up if you spill them. spill out. 쏟다가 spill이구나 그냥. spill. spill은 맞았네. Yeah, when you spill them, the coffee beans are the hassle to pick up. As a hassle to pick up. 야, 이게 좀 헷갈리네. 그지? 커피 빈스가 hassle 자체다. 우리가 hassle처럼 느낀다라고 안 하고 coffee beans are a hassle to pick up if you spill them. Yeah, coffee beans are hassle to pick up, if you spill them. Coffee beans are hassle to pick up if you spill them. Coffee beans are hassle. 여기에 포인트는 커피 원두를 커피 원두 자체가 hassle이 될 수 있어. 우리가 쏟았을 때. Yeah. Coffee 원두, coffee 원두 is the coffee bean is can be hassle. Yeah, must be hassle. Coffee to pick up coffee 원두, coffee bean must be hassle to pick up if you spill them. 아, 오케이. 늦은 시간에 연락드려 죄송해요. 늦은 시간에 연락드려 죄송해요. 늦은 시간에 연락드려 죄송합니다. 늦은 시간에 연락드려 죄송합니다. 늦은 시간에 연락드려 죄송합니다. I'm sorry to contact you in this time. I'm sorry to contact you in this town. At this hour, in this time, at this hour, at this hour, in this time, at this hour, at this time, at this hour, in this time이 아니라 at this hour. In this time이 아니라 in this time이 아니고 at this hour. 오케이. 30개 중에 여기까지 오늘.